Welcome back to Master of Magic, Impossible Difficulty with the Hero Strategy. This is part 8. To sum up, in part 7, we were able to banish Turin once again, but apparently Turin has this one city remaining, the hamlet of Bremen, and we are just about ready to, I believe, defeat Turin, unless he's got some city lurking down in the unexplored territory down there. We were able to banish Ariel after a tough fight, but Ariel has many cities remaining around the world. And meanwhile, Sisera has broken through from the mirror side, and Sisera, being allowed to grow unchecked, has grown to incredible strength. So, let's see if this is indeed Turin's last remaining city. If so, we should defeat him at this point. If not, he's got another city lurking somewhere. Nope, I don't want to add it to my empire. And indeed, we've now defeated the second wizard, Turin, leaving us to remaining Sisera and Ariel. Ariel, who's currently banished. Now we need a strategy to wipe Ariel off the map. I'm actually kind of one stronghold, and likely where Ariel will return. When completing Spell of Return, any minute now. Let's see how good we can do. Oh, before we do that, let's look at the city that Zaldron just took over. We'd like to get a defender coming. This is a very small city. We're not going to be able to defend it too well, but we can get a spearman for it. What we would like to do is take out an Ariel city every turn. Adding them to our empire, taking them away. Whoops, bad click again. There we go. Empire. Let's get a defender on the way. This is another very basic city that can only build spearmen for defenders. And we've got this magic spirit that uncovered the last of that. I'm thinking that the next thing we want this magic spirit to do is recognize that there's some territory there we have never discovered. It's quite a ways away, but we need to know. To defeat Ariel, we need to identify any cities Ariel has down in that area. And Ariel's on other places in that continent, so she probably has cities down there. Again, this is deep in enemy territory, so we want at least 4 pikemen in that city. Possibly, we should have Serena head over to Mirror and take over at least one city, so we can use Word of Recall should Sisera manage to cast Planar Seal. Planar Seal is a very nasty spell that we don't have very many ways to get past. Left that. Okay, what have we got here? Once again, engineers committing suicide. The closer they get, the more effective the fire from my rangers. As archers, they have a bit of a range to hit penalty. Hickorydale finished its city wall, and now it can produce a miners' guild. That's its last improvement that halflings are able to make. Eastway's got a farmer's market. They can do a sawmill. At this point, we want to know the outlines of the continents over on Mirror. Okay, we got a spearman here. Let's get a spearman next turn. And priest and 2 pikemen, 4 longbowmen. Problem here is that both of those groups could attack this city next turn with just a spearman to defend. So I'm going to leave Zaldaran there, and they're both attack or maybe combine into one square so Zaldaran could take the whole stack on. Here we've got a spearman. Let's buy another one. I'm going to alchemy a little bit of... I have all these poorly defended, so I want to watch out for losing too much gold. So I convert gold into mana, which I won't lose in the event of raiders. And I'm just going to keep heading toward the next Ariel city. So I'm making my way back to Ariel's main bases, but a whole bunch of longbowmen. Serena is very, very able to take on longbowmen here. Frankly, they're not strong enough to punch through my 16 armor, so I'm going to let them exhaust themselves on my defenses. Took no damage, and there we are. To fame, the only building destroyed was barracks. What can we build for defenders here? Spearmen. Spearmen only. As for a town of a population of over 11,000, that's as well as producing 6 mana and a whole mess of gold. That's a lot of resources to leave pretty poorly defended, unfortunately. And again, this magic spirit is on its way to explore beneath a bit of undiscovered territory on the map. All right, we got 5 rangers here, and I'm just feeling like maybe we should have 6. And how are we doing here on 5 more turns to create that artifact? My magic skill's up to 76 at this point. Ariel's got forces crawling all over the map. Okay, I wanted to get these this city up to the point where it could create archers. With the farmer's market, we go for an armory. Also, this one can only produce shaman. I'd like to add some slingers to the defense there. Now that we've got, let's build a builder's hall, which opens up granary and is kind of the start of everything. Let's put a patrol on that. Okay, this town can build spearmen in one turn. Now, well, when I leave, that may change. What about now? Okay, 2 turns, because when I no longer have 2 garrison troops, unrest goes up. Okay, there's another good-sized city. Plus, look at these troops harassing my poor Zaldron down there. Let's go free up Zaldron by taking out these. Now, when Serena takes out this stack, that then frees up Zaldron to take out the other stack. And now that we've got 2 garrison forces, this needs a builder's hall as well. And we can go here. Okay, we've got over 20 shots. Looks like we should be able to take these guys out and without prayer. I'll cast prayer if I need it, but I don't want to waste the mana. And hey, I picked up 1 fame too. All right, 4 pikemen here. That's a pretty good amount of defense. Let's start the economic development of this city. And continue exploring the continental shoreline here. All right, Ariel has now returned to Liverpool. So now when the Ariel troops are running around all over the place, they've got Ariel's considerable spell casting ability to back them up. That gives them a lot more ability to wreak havoc with my cities. And what did we just discover over here? We discovered another Sisera town. Sisera's probably got a whole lot of them. Interesting beastmen and dark elf defenders in a dark elf city. Let's see how Ariel's doing here. So Ariel storms in with 388 magic point or mana. That's a lot more than I like to see. We got to figure out where the new capital of Ariel is. Oh my gosh, that is good luck. Ariel's capital is right under my nose. So let's go ahead and take both of my heroes in there, because that way the nice juicy stake of XP can go to both of them. Wow, even a dark elf. That must have been a mercenary, I would guess. Those dark elf magicians are normally pretty scary. Ariel cast counter magic. I don't think I'm going to need prayer, so I'm not casting it. What's that? Guardian Wind. Sorry to tell you, Ariel, no archers or slingers around. It kind of feels like Ariel may have exhausted her spell skill here, so we may not have any more healing spells. What a bargain it is that there's no range penalty on magical attack. And with both Serena and Zaldron together, they pack a pretty considerable punch. Oh no, let's not destroy this city. Let's add it to our empire. Ariel once again banished. Picked up a few mana, and I got Raised Dead. Oh, Raised Dead is pretty awesome, and if I lose them in the fight and have enough mana, I can bring them back. All right, we got Spearmen going on here. I'm going to get a granary and then maybe city walls. Granaries frees up a farmer for productive work, and so that's kind of a pretty good deal. You know, there was I think it was like right there. Is that right? Oh, it's unexplored. Somewhere here there was like a chaos node. It was that one. I want to get a magic spirit up there. There was a chaos node that had a soldier on it, but seemed to be ripe for adding into. Really glad I took Ariel out right away, because now I'm not going to have to deal with attackers that have a whole bunch of spell casting behind them. Okay, I've got 4 pikemen behind walls without magic weapons, and here we've got magic weapon, 3 magic weapon invaders. First thing I want to do is even the odds with a prayer. That'll make all my units stronger. And not much I can do right at this point. What's the resistance on pikemen? 6. Let's see if we can get a confusion through that. It's stuck. So at this point, I'm thinking I want to drop heroism on these point pikemen. With heroism, prayer, and walls, that's going to make them pretty strong. Let's see what happens. And these are mine now. Dudes, it is time to stab your buddies in the back. Well done. Well done. There we go. Just got a little bit of injury on that pikeman. He'll heal up. With mana, we won what could have been a tough fight. But you can see why 4 pikemen. Glad I wasn't facing it with a whole lot less. All right, like I said before, let's make a war college so that if we have to create more longbowmen, they can. How's this said? They start as veterans. So with a whole lot of progress toward elite. And here we go. Oh, what's down here? Okay, I got a bunch of priests now. That's actually, I think this guy's produced enough priests. Let's get going on a marketplace. That's kind of an obvious upgrade. Farmer's market that he doesn't have yet. He's a priest down the road to, well, you know, he wants to help at that town down there. But he's going to have quite the trek to make it there. Oops, and I forgot to start building a garrison force here for one of my heroes. This looks like a kind of town that needs pikemen. And wow, especially without walls. Doesn't look like the city is going to be very productive too. Anyway, it could produce 20. Nope. So if I want pikemen right away, I got to buy them now. That's fine. Okay. So what do I want to do now? I am really thinking with, we just knocked Ariel back a peg. And I really think I better head over to Mirror and grab a city before Planar Seal gets cast, which would be disastrous. And because I forgot to get going building a garrison force, I need to leave him in place. Okay, this guy's got 6 rangers now. Now we can go to work on economic development. Let's make an alchemist guild because that's going to start bringing in mana right away. 3 mana at that. And Ariel's just not had a real appetite for attacking me. Oh boy, raiders. Okay, bowmen against priests. I think that those priests shooting for 2 hopefully can't do much damage on these priests. Let's see. Haven't hurt me so far. Whoa, that's a big. Priests, heal thyselves. Wow. Good job, priests. You healed yourself. Hand to hand now. There's only 2 figures there in the bowman. I think the priests can take him out. Indeed, they did. All right, we got a sawmill. Usually before we follow that up with a forester's guild. Parthenon and cathedral is about the last enhancement I'm going to make to that town. All right, like I said before, I want slingers. Now that I've got a smithy, I can build an armory. Follow up a sawmill with a forester's guild. Follow up a farmer's market with sawmill. Increases productivity, unlocks forester's guild. Yeah, sky drakes, we will not be fighting anytime soon. So, I'm at war with Sisera, right? Kind of thinking this would be a good occasion to. How much magic does Sisera have, too? 9,000. Sisera has 9,000 mana. Nice. I can't think of anything nasty Sisera can hit me with. Oh, Flame Strike, but does not hurt me. I got Magic Immunity, buddy, and apparently that's good for Flame Strike. But Flame Strike is bad news for anybody who doesn't have Magic Immunity. Whatever I can do to keep my troops out of Sisera's crosshairs is going to be very valuable. Let's get another pikeman going in this city. Or I mean spearmen. And what exactly should Zaldron be doing next? Spearmen, kind of a waste of time. I wonder if Zaldron will be able to take out that city by himself. While Serena heads over to Mirror, let's see if Zaldron can pick up a city or two. And what was this? Tower with Shadow Demons. Shadow Demons sure are a great little unit. Now that a granary got built, let's build a marketplace, followed by a farmer's market. Okay, +5 staff of magic immunity. This is going to be giving Zaldron a really nice upgrade. And notice how our gold is actually ahead of our mana now. Going to alchemy a little bit, or quite a bit. this leaves me wondering, what am I going to cast next? I need a few more scouts, I think. So, time to... At the rate I'm going, it's going to take kind of forever to find Sisera's capital. So we need to get more scouts on the job. And I really like it when my magic spirits can go with endurance. Doubles their speed. Kind of doubles their cost and their upkeep too. But it just lets me look in the right place better. At least that's how I feel. I hate Ariel having troops around, so as while I'm flying by, I'm going to take out these priests. Whoa! Okay, well that's a nice bunch of XP. And yeah, I'm glad that was not tromping into one of my lightly defended cities. What kind of defenses do we have here? Spearmen and cavalry. All right, Zaldron just got an upgrade. Let's see what he can do. And really our plan is to work hard because we can. Zaldron's got more than 20 shots in his arsenal, but I'm going to try to ensure this goes well by dropping a prayer on it too. That's going to make Zaldron a lot more productive. And if I run out of mana, Zaldron's kind of not got a good backup, unlike Serena. So with prayer on, that attacks even more deadly. So can Zaldron defeat a city like that? Easily. Thank you, Zaldron. And wow, another spearman-only city. And like we said, we're on our way over to explore this continent over here. Exploring the coastline. Oops, I left Magic Spirit on land. That's not ideal. Now that we've got an Alchemist Guild, wow, nice. Since I don't plan on producing troops in this halfling town, it's now fully developed, and I can convert it over to trade goods and farm so that other cities can speed up their production instead of farming. And what's going on over here? Looks like we are open to flying on in. And we got Sisera to the right. What I'd like to do is go find a neutral city that is far from Sisera, kind of off Sisera's radar. Okay, we did see that. There's a lot of Sisera bad guys right there. So let's keep that magic spirit over water, where it's a lot more likely to survive. And the spearman needs to patrol. Really need another spearman. Don't want to wait 2 turns. Kind of had a choice to wait there, but decided not to. And got to wipe out these aerial forces wherever I meet them. Oh my gosh. These are on top of a chaos node. Remember now I was going to get another magic spirit going because there was a chaos node that was undefended, and there is another one. Okay, so we need to send a magic spirit over to claim that node. And let's they pop out of my capital because it's got 9 units, which is the maximum. And let's drop endurance on him. And we want him to end up over here pronto. And we want to go ahead and get another magic spirit. Wow, which is also an instant. We have really built up our spell skill here. And we'll drop endurance on him at the start of the next turn. Gargoyles. I sure wish I could remember. It really seems like it was on that guy, but he's showing up as unexplored. Maybe I didn't put anybody on top of him. And that's why he's unexplored, but I think it means I'm more damage. More curses on my city. Alright, 2 spearmen against 2 hellhounds and a gargoyle. These are monsters. Wow. What to do, what to do, what to do. I am working on researching air elementals. This would be a good time for an air elemental. I think what I want to do is drop prayer and a bunch of phantom warriors and hope that's enough. I don't know if it will be. I think these guys should retreat to give me a little more time to come up with a casting solution, like more phantom warriors here. And I'm very curious how phantom warriors are going to do on these hellhounds. Let's see. Okay, so hellhounds, they have a fire-breathing attack on defense, but not on defense. Okay, I took out 1 unit of gargoyles. That's disappointing because I've only got 3 more units of phantom warriors. But let's see how much havoc we can drop on hellhounds. And so 2 phantom warriors just barely knocked out half of a hellhound. So I'm gonna be defeated by these raiders. Most often they destroy the city. This time. So spearmen trying to... let's drop some Phantom Warriors in, my last cast. Then I'm out of ammo. Well, you know, I whittled away at these guys. Looks like spearmen can't even really hurt hellhounds. Arguably, possibly I should have tried heroism on the spearmen, but even heroic spearmen are not that. Okay, you've been defeated. Tankwil was reduced to ruins. I lost 1 fame, so the city's gone. Ouch. 8 gold pieces looted. Yeah. Not the costliest defeat ever, but painful. Alright, here we got another trade good halfling city, and keep me in food for a long time. And endurance for this magic spirit. Yep, there's another Ariel city, okay. And there's also another Ariel city. Let's head over and see if it looks like something we can defeat. Swordsmen and cavalry and bowmen. I think it's going to be a piece of cake. Okay, these guys are behind walls, so to get the most out of Zaldron's mana, I'm going to get inside the walls with them, because I'd rather not cast prayer if I don't have to. It's going to waste a big old chunk of mana if I do. And in fact, these bowmen can attack on my own, so I don't need to shoot them. This one I can win with mana only, or with Zaldron only. I also could add Zaldron cast prayer. That's an option to keep in mind in the future. Don't want to completely destroy the city. City wall shrine. That's maybe more collateral damage than if I fought them from outside, but it's pretty important to me to save on prayer, not casting prayer if I don't have to. This nothing city needs to start off with a builder's hall. The cities Zaldron just invaded needs to get their first recruit, their first garrison force. Oh, this is interesting. So it looks like I can buy a spearman upgrade. Switch to swordmen, which are definitely a whole step up in defenders. And the city has enough productivity to build the upgrade from spearman to swordsman. So that's good. And so I gotta see where that. So that's unexplored gargoyles. Let's head up there. Let's explore some of these nodes. Okay. Serena doesn't have to be that afraid of ending a turn over land. I don't think Serena has it in her to kill me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There is an enchanted road. I'm going to want to remember that for a minute from now. I'm going to do a whole bunch of exploring all in a hurry here. Okay. wanting to end my turn over water as I do. And this guy is exploring. It's a nice beast man town. This, did I ever learn awareness? Oh my goodness. Maybe I better learn awareness. Maybe I better cast awareness. All right. Finished a university. Let's do a forester's guild. Finished a marketplace. Let's do a farmer's market. Finished a forester's guild. Let's do, wow, time for a library. And again, I'd really love to find a neutral city here someplace. And I gotta be careful for my crazy clicking in the wrong place problem. Spellwise. Okay. I am getting a very bad mana drain here. So let's do an alchemy. And since my magic is 106, let's cast something that's about 200. And then it'll take about 2 turns to create, and we'll pay off with a nice bit of mana here. I may have to crunch a couple times to rebuild the mana stores. All right, it is time to take advantage of these convenient enchanted roads to explore. On the enchanted roads, and unfortunately, magic spirits aren't able to take advantage of this because they're non-corporeal, but other units can use these enchanted roads. I want to be very clear it's a very important goal to find Sisera's capital here. And that's kind of a dumb area to discover because my magic spirit's going to be making its way over there. Let's go where the magic spirit isn't. Now, Serena ought to be able to take out this group. Let's go ahead and take them out. That's less Sisera forces to fight later. Oh my. Web takes away my flying. In fact, they all fled. But that web is a scary thing. If Sisera has both web and Crab's Call, that is one thing that can really wreak havoc with my flying heroes. And once again, I want to buy a spearman, change to a swordsman, and use the city's productivity to complete the upgrade. There's one of those heroes that will probably simply run away from me and not get killed. But let's see if we can get rid of anybody here. Okay. Lydia, Guardian Wind. Let's let's give this a try. We will spend a whole bunch of mana, because these guys, as soon as they start losing, they're going to run away. Oh ho, but Lydia is gone. Whoa, so is Win. Like I said, with that staff upgrade, Sisera is a whole lot. Oh man, I forgot to show you how to cheat. Shoot. It had to do with spell charges on staffs and wands. Okay, I think we've discovered all the continental land here. I think we found all our shorelines. So, unless there's some islands out there with Ariel towns on it, we should know where all of Ariel's cities are at this point. There's a library and a Sages Guild. In these long-term battles like this, as you can tell, it becomes a lot about the economics. Okay, we definitely want a Miners Guild before we take on a Cathedral. And I can follow up a Sawmill with the Foresters Guild. Okay. Do I know what's in this? No. Nagas? Oh wow, Serena would find it so easy to take out Nagas. But I'm busy taking out enemy cities. All right, we're gonna keep Zaldron working his way through. Okay, the game's got kind of some funky behavior now, so I'm gonna take a break. And I'll be right back for part 9.